Hi everyone. We're going to start our practice today in a seated position, or the hero pose as they call it. I like to start doing this with a block. You can use a blanket and whatever you want, so you are nice and tall and straight and comfortable, of course. We're going to talk a bit, I'm going to talk a bit about the Ujjayi breath before we start our practice. The Ujjayi breath is really the cornerstone to all our practice. We often say, or yogis will often say, that breath is what guides you through your practice, not your poses, not what you're trying to accomplish physically, but your breath. And we start from there, and whenever we need to refocus, get centered again, and we feel a bit lost, we just come back to our breath. The Ujjayi breath, which is the victory breath, which is also known as the ocean breath because of the noise that it makes. It sounds like a little wave going through your throat. And some people call it also the Darth Vader breath. It goes like this. You just breathe in and normally, and breathe out normally also, but there's a little vibration that happens here at the base of your throat, and that's where we get that ocean noise. So it sounds like this. It's quite calming. I often use it when I need to refocus, recenter myself. I make that noise so I'm more concentrated, but it's up to you on how you want to use it. But this is definitely the breath we want to use throughout our practice. We're going to start in child's pose, so get on all fours. I like to use the technique where my knees are the mat width apart. They're mat width apart, so completely extended to the external of the mat, to the border of the mat, with two big toes touching, and just slowly rock yourself back on your feet and bring your hands up front and let your forehead touch the mat. So we're going to be here for a few breaths for a nice stretch, nice body stretch. This is a great pose for stretching. Inhale. On the next exhale, downward facing dog. So just have a nice stretch in the back of your legs. Let your hips go straight up high. Let your head and neck just hang softly. On your next exhale, bring your right foot forward for lunge. We want to have your knee right over your ankle for the lunge. On the next exhale, plank pose. Knee, chest, chin to mat. Cobra. Downward facing dog. Next exhale, left foot forward for lunge. On your next exhale, plank position. Knee, chest, chin. Cobra. Downward facing dog. Now we'll make our way to the top of the mat. I like to do this little crisscross dance to get there. You just do it the way you feel like it. And just hang like a rag doll over here. Next inhale, arms up, gaze up, Tadasana. What we want to do here for the next position is we're going to do sun salutation. We start also from the Tadasana pose or mountain pose with your legs hip distance apart. So breathe in, arms up, gaze up, forward fold, flat back, chaturanga, and upward facing dog, downward facing dog. And we are here for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make your way to the top of the mat. Upward lift or flat back, forward fold, arms up, gaze up, Tadasana. Now for the final sequence, we're going to be doing triangle pose, which also starts from this position, the Tadasana, mountain pose. Same thing, your feet, your legs will be hip distance apart, gaze forward, arms up, forward fold, upward lift, forward fold, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, arms up, warrior 1, warrior 2, legs straight, triangle. We're here for 5 breaths. 2, 3, 4, 5. Arms up, warrior 2. Right hand on mat near right foot. And then left arm extended, extension of your left leg, and you look under your armpit for 5 breaths. 2, 3, 4, 5. Left arm comes to mat. Both legs are straight. Left foot comes closer for pyramid pose. Head and nose to right knee for 5 breaths. 2, 3, 4, 5. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left foot in front of mat, warrior 1. Warrior 2. Straight legs, advance, triangle pose. For 5 breaths. 2, 3, 4, 5. Straight up, warrior 2. Left hand on mat. Right arm extension of right leg for 5 breaths. Angle pose. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right hand on mat. Straight legs. Right leg closer for pyramid pose. Head and nose on knee. Left knee for 5 breaths. 2, 3, 4, 5. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, up to the mat, straight back, forward fold, arms up, Tadasana. Namaste.